We're back again. I think we have everything sorted. Streams live, quality's good. Cool. Couple of changes, minor as they are. Just above my head, the mouse icon is now been turned to red. Makes it a lot easier for you guys to see, especially on smaller devices. And I'm going to try and consciously turn it down a bit. Consciously make this larger so that as you're viewing it, it's a lot easier on the smaller devices as well. But if you are on your phone, you can pinch to zoom. So yeah, we should be good. It is high quality, so 1440p, so you shouldn't get too much of a blurry mess when you do zoom in. Cool. So very quick recap like I did yesterday. I've already got to the point where we got to yesterday. That was by using the replay tool. The purpose of what I'm showing here is going from TradingView into Google Sheets into Power BI. So obviously TradingView, mark up your chart. You then come over to Google Sheets and we populate this. So this was the H4 all the way down. So 1054. How's that? It's going a little bit more. There you go. Hopefully you can see that clearly. And let's go to the top. We are only populating the ones in light green. So for 4 entry points, we're getting a lot more data, which we then import into Power, which if I go over to Power BI, this is what we're currently at. Yes, it looks like a child did it, but I've not put the glossy paint on it, and it was just to get this figure here. We've got slicer here, so we can change the date. Range, so we've gone all the way back to from 2015 to 2026. Still waiting for this one to break. There will be percentages against the boss sequence as well. So when it goes to boss 1, what's the percentage chance of it going to boss 2, then from boss 2 to boss 3, etc. And an example of how you can then do this is on here. Again, I'll be going through all of this at some point in the future. At the moment, I'm just going through the M15. We've done the H4. Once we have all that data, I'll then be doing a lot more content on the Power BI side, looking into the tables themselves, how we can then create custom measures, which are within this measures folder here. I did look at one earlier, actually, as a good example. Was on here. So yeah, by putting this win percentage, we can do this by locating the folders within account rows calculator, calculate which we're dividing, which then gives us this lovely percentage view. So if at any point in the market, you can then select what boss you're on, and then it should give you the exact percentage and give you a lot more data. So when you are trading, you understand whether the probability is in your favor or it isn't. Cool. So we will crack on. So we've got to here. For a quick summary from yesterday, we had a horrendous amount of chocks here. So change your character as a chock. Usually you're looking anywhere between high 60s, medium 70s % wise for it to then be a boss after one of these. So this is going to give it a bit of a kick on the M15. But then as you see, we get back into it. So chock boss, chock boss, chock boss. So there's 3 in a row, which will then soon get rid of or combat this mess over here. Anyway. We go forward and we're here. Another thing I'm going to try and do on my TradingView video, which is on the channel, I did mention that you can use shortcuts. So I'm going to try and get in the habit, instead of clicking here for the trend line, is just Alt and T, which makes this easier. So lows here, highs here. We know we're not going to hit this, so We'll go there. And then shock. I've got a little bit more time today, so I'm not in a particular rush. So I'm going to try and get through, where are we, mid-August. Hopefully get another month put in. And then depending on the amount of time that I do have, potentially even start populating some of that on the deal sheets, which I think might be some of you more interesting if you can see almost the start and the middle within one video. But we'll see. So we're looking, because we're now going long, we're looking for 2 down candles. That one there isn't. So that's our trigger to say that we should be looking. The low is here, the high is up here. Oh, tab, well done me. And there we go. 15 boss. How's that looking? Yeah. Zoomed in a little bit more. Hopefully that helps. So we come up 2 down. There's the trigger. Low. Let me just have a look. So we go up, we go down. So yeah, it would be around here. So I'm going to take this as worst case, which is 1 wick to a shock. And 15 shock. Stream quality is still good. Awesome. And then we're going to flip back round to another chart. I keep clicking it there, don't I? Alt T. It's going to be a habit that's going to be tough to break. 2 down candles. There. There's our trigger. Hit it again. Alt Tab. It's the high, which we hit. Good movement. Right. So this is now our low. This is going to be the high. We've got the trigger there. Nearly did it. Oh, no, not true. There we go. Let's try and get some speed up here. So 2 downs, which is there. The low is there. Bearing in mind, I've probably done 10, 20,000 clicks of this button here, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. So we're now going short. So we're now looking for the second up candle as the trigger. And there's your boss. Second up candle there. That's our high. This is our low. There we go. I just clicked the button, didn't I? This is not going to be a fun game. Second up. But there's not a chance that breaks. So there with a chock. If you can hear my dog drinking and eating, I apologize. So we're now going up. So we're looking for 2 down candles. The low is all the way down there. So let's copy that in. Which it does hit before it hits the high. M15 shock. That definitely doesn't hit. It then comes down. So we're looking for 2 up candles. Again, it's going to go against us. Where? Big push here. I'd say this one here. This is not a push here, in my opinion. It's almost hovering price action. Whereas this is absolutely, there's a big amount of pressure there. So we'll do it from this point. And again, all we're looking to do is be able to replicate what we're talking about here in a live environment. So the stricter your rules, the more likely you will be successful and your backtesting won't be a complete waste of time. So we're looking for 2 down candles now. Sorry, let me zoom in for you. There we go. Second down candle. Eyes up here. I just click the bloody button again. If someone could keep a tally of how many times I click that button, that'd be great. Put in the comments. It would be, because this will be the low, so it would be a 1 wick. So wick 1, cap blocks on to save time. Cool. 2 down candles, lows down here, highs up here. We're only going direction there, which is long. Oh, huge push upwards. 2 down candles puts us there. I'm just going to zoom out to see which direction we go. We then come back. All good. I'm not going to dive into this too much. I think it does hit the body rather than the wick. Purely because my rule set states if the next candle would have broken anyway. Oh, actually... Oh, luckily it is. Sorry, the reason why I questioned that there is because that did go to a wick. Somewhat, there would have been more action here, which I wouldn't have got involved in. But as that hit the body, my rule set suggests that that is all good. Crazy move. So this is all the way back when Bitcoin was at 6K. Many, many, many years ago. Right, so we're now looking for 2 up candles. 1, 2. Is that a dead? No, it's not. That's fine. Let's come back out. So it's here. There's the trigger. Nearly clicked it, but didn't. Oh. You hold shift, so you can move this around quite freeform. Hold shift gives you a nice straight line. Keeps your charts tidy and accurate. Cool, so we're going to chop to a boss, 2 up candles, get it there, there's the trigger. And there we go, another boss. Good stuff. High would be here, so as quickly as we broke this, we very much chalk back the other way. Now we're looking for 2 down candles. Now we're looking to see if this breaks. I hope it does, and it does. Good. Nice price action as well. Yeah. Cool, cool. So second down candles there. 1, 2. Do chalk back the other way first. Okay. And then very quickly we chalk back the other way. As I stated yesterday, don't be fearful when you see this stuff. This is the first layer of data that we're putting on. We will be applying probably 2 or 3 more levels to this to then have confluence, which then gives us the probabilities that we're going to be doing the right thing. It's not as simple as, well, as soon as this hits chalk, I'm going to look at every entry. It's not the way it works. We'll go through that in more detail as I collate all of this. So yeah, don't be fearful. We're literally just gathering data. It's going to tell us what we need to know. Then we can decide how we're going to build upon that. So the lows here, highs here. Which one do we hit first? It is going long. Perfect. So chalk to a boss, that's great. Low is going to be all the way down here, so we are only going up, so we're waiting for 2 down candles again. And for some of you that have seen the previous videos, probably be sick to death of me going through it, but I think me talking as I'm doing these things hopefully gives you a bit more insight into my decision making. I will be updating my Google Doc, which goes through all of my rules for this market structure. Again, I think I said it when I was doing my walk and talk video, create your own stuff. By all means, have fun with this, but you have to backtest the hell out of it. Don't just look online and think, yeah, that looks good. This works for me, may not work for you. So yeah, give it a go. One of your own things. More than happy to help you put any of this data together. Yeah, and ask questions is what I'd say. If you've got an idea, pop it in. I can always come up with what I believe your structure should be. How you can collate it, what fields you should be collating within Google Sheets. And yeah, definitely while this is a growing channel, absolutely, the more people that I can help sleep for free at this stage, I'd like to get more people under my belt. I have got a couple of people that I'm working with at the moment. Sorry, I'm looking here because I'm on the screen over here, but you're there. Yeah, and they've seen great success so far. Hardest thing that I've seen for people is having the time and the impetus to sit at the charts and do this. This isn't quick. It is easy. It is repetitive. Sometimes you feel like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is there. So yeah, I know only this is, or what I'm doing here is only for a select few. But yeah, those that really do want to put in that hard graft, it's going to change the way that you trade, how you understand probabilities, and give you complete control in what you do. Have I missed anything while talking? No. Oh, so the low now is here. Oh, it's here. On a bit of a boss train, which is great. Second low candle there. The low is here. Oh, I think it goes all the way to there and just nicks. Yeah, it does. Yeah, okay. Cool, so I've moved that down there because that would have wicked 1, wick 2, wick 3. So this is a chock wick 3 narrowly, which is a shame. Wick 3. One thing I'm doing is I'm marking up these wicks with the intention to, when I import the data, I will be able to, one, add it to say, is counting the wicks worth it? And I will then go back and do a whole nother run through this. Part of me feels like it is, but there's other times you see a lot of chocks that are wicking multiple times, and actually it might be better for me to, at this point here, get into a downtrend. That would have been your 2 up there, you would have got 1 here, etc. But we're just investigating here. So adding this layer in from my previous backtesting, which was, I think it's about 5, 6, 7,000 entry points. Didn't from the start do this, so that's something that's historical learning. Where would I go? So that goes down. Well, it's the same rule for everything. I don't know why I'm questioning it. It's always the worst case scenario, which was there. I won't count that as a wick because this one clearly body broke the one after. Shock there. Low. Oh, this M15 is playing. Yeah. Wow. Turns out I don't like saying that. That does hit. So ignore that previous kind of rant because that was great. So the last high from here. There, or push down, pushed up a little bit and then went down. It would be there. Yep. $15 shock. Right, 2 down candles. Do we get that there? We do by the looks of it. We don't by the looks of it. Cool. So it's not there. Where's the next one? There. Cool. The lows here. Highs there. We hit the high, which is great. Right, let me zoom in. I'm giving you a chance here. There we go. Actually, it's going to have to be a little bit smaller. So yeah, lows here. We broke. Sorry, no, it's not. The low's here. So it's even lower. So yeah, nowhere near. We've got ourselves a nice chock. Boss, sorry. We've then got 2 low candles here. The chock line would be there, and it's a wick 1 chock. Cool, getting to the end of August now. How's that? There. Cool. Comes down, comes up. We're looking for that second up candle there. Highs up here, lows down here. A boss. Nice move there. Right, 2 up candles. That's the high there. So 1, 2. Is that a 1, 2, 3? Let's have a look. High there. Sorry, up here is where I'm looking. Right, let's try and do this without dragging. Is it the right way? There we go, here. Yes, just there. High is what I'm looking at for each candle. So I'm going to go hover over. So this first candle is the high 6636. 6636, they're exactly the same. 6633. As they're exactly the same, we would count it, so that would be a 3 wick and through. Some of you may think, does it really matter? Without the rule sets in the middle of trading in a live environment, you're going to be confused. So having these really rigid, accurate rule sets will save you so much emotion. Again, this can only be done when you've got the experience. Is that going to be a low? It is. Cool, so we got a second one there. So that's our trigger. That's the low. No wicks. We are good. Goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. Wow. Right, okay, let's follow this through. This takes a little while to kick in for the next confirmation. Or was it there? No, it wasn't there. Not there, not there. No, no, no. Zebra stripes going on. Right, here it is. Just there. It's a bit of patience needed. What we're looking at. It's nearly the whole day. From there to there. What we're looking at. 7.5 hours. Let's get that candle. The low would be here, so no danger of that. Nearly wicket, but we don't. And the top's up here. And that goes all the way across to here. Again, nice price action afterwards. I don't mind that. And you will see this pattern play out quite a lot. So let me just show you something. So, what's the best way to show this? Go from there to there. Cool. So for a long time, so once we go down, we break back into this box and we are playing around in this box for a little while. So this is the range. Wick out. So you imagine people have got in for longs here, here, here. It liquidates them and then goes. But something that I've spotted is that a lot of the time, order blocks just tap in. It's very hard without the data, and this is one of the additional overlays of data that I'm doing on my strategy, is that we do the market structure to get the general direction. We'll know the probabilities of that. Then I'll be going into order blocks, overlaying that data. It will show how many order blocks it passes through. I'll be able to get a real good feel and mathematical approach to how this plays out. And where it's in my favor is where we know patience, because I could have waited all day and just put a buy order here. Taps in, I'm in, off it rockets. Whereas if I'd got in here, 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 and was aiming for this M15, this is where, again, emotion comes in. But if you expect it, it plays out a lot. So yeah, taps, taps, taps within a range, liquidates everybody, but does tap into an existing order block, and then rattles the way that you want it. Or you could be brave, get in here, 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 take profits early, or you liquidate and go, you know what, I'm down here as well. But I'd rather go with accuracy, less trades, higher win rate, as well as money, because I think what I know, the fees that you have to pay and the emotional turmoil of loss, loss, loss before the win, or just be patient and try and pick up the win. If that doesn't hit, wait till the next time. It's going to happen. And the data will tell you how often and how frequent and at what times. Also bearing for me, English time, that would have been 4 in the morning. So that would have had to been something that I'd already put on. And if it hit, it hit. It didn't, it didn't. Because I'm not waking up 4 o'clock in the morning to put a trade on. I'm committed, but I do need sleep. Sorry, I'm zooming in to see this. That is that a dead flat? You don't often see these either. Yeah, that's a dead flat bar. So that isn't what we're looking for. That's neither or. What's this? That another dead flat one. What's going on? So again, sorry. Let's do the drag without dragging the whole screen. Right, click here. Exactly what I didn't want to do there. There we go. Right, so it was, yes. Right, getting there. At the top here, you've got open, high, low, close. So we're looking at the open and the close, because zooming in on the charts isn't giving us what we need. So the open on this was 70788 and it's 70788. It's exact. Okay, so we don't count that one either. So that's a note, that's a note. Here's our trigger. There. And very quickly, see that we chalk there. So let's move that. Cool. So now looking for 2 up candles, which is there. That's also the low. What's the low of that? 668775, 668775. It matches. Cool. So that does count as a boss. It hit to the pip, which is cool. So the highs there, we're now going up. There's a chalk. Actually, I'm not even going to zoom in. It is going to be easier looking at there. So the open 7600.00, the close 6699. Right, so that's lower. So that would actually count. Cool. Which then means that's boss. 2 down there. Lows here. Get another boss. Cool. Stream quality is still going strong. Rockets up, come straight back through. So that's a simple chalk. Is that right? 2 down candles, which it doesn't go any further. It then comes back up. Yep, that's the wick. Yeah. Huge move up. Sorry, this music is Minecraft and it's supposed to be free. Or it's very similar to Minecraft. It's not a copyright free one, so hopefully I don't get striked for this. All the way through. Again, I like this price action. It's almost a staircase. There's no crazy wick down here to liquidate all the longs before it. This is a kind one. Again, it rockets through. This one here, what are we looking at? Open 701,999, close 70, so that's higher. So no, that isn't. That's what I'm looking for there. Yes, I have gone back to old habits. Whoever's keeping score on that is probably having fun every time I do it. The low. My gut reaction was I wouldn't do that one. They've got a huge move, and that's almost just stabilizing as it goes up. I would say it's here, and I'm not just doing that. Because if anything, it would actually give me a win if I did. So if my gut reaction was there, that is more worst case. Oh, saying that, it's a wick. So does it then turn and give me a win? No, just took a longer time to get there. Okay. So that's 2 wick. Shock. Yeah, I would. That was my instinct. I'm sticking with it. And it went against me, so it's not going to overinflate my figures when I'm in a trading environment. I'd rather err on the side of caution. Still questioning it though, as you can see. But no, back on the winning side of the argument here. See, that's fine. Doesn't hit anything, and it's just straight. Boss. Yeah. So my theory was on the last time I did a big back test, is I very quickly noticed that the M15 shock and goes to an M15 boss more times than it doesn't. I think it's about 75% of the time. Current one I'm doing is about 70%. That's only on the H4. There are a few other ways that we can look at this, or I'm going to look at this to decide on what the right approach is. But yeah, by working through in this format, in this level of detail, you do spot things, you spot more trends, you understand the asset more. And I just don't think you can beat actually spending time on the charts. This is actual chart time with an output that you can then use. So yeah, that was fine. Missed, we come down, and then we get another boss. Looks of it. Oh, we're nearly at the end of August. So there's another boss. To a shock. Lows down here, so there's no danger. That's the low. Again, another boss. Two down is there. That's the low. Quickly look at the low in the top corner. 695,499. No, just missed it. It still might, if you're on, in this case, Coinbase is what I'm accessing against. It still might stop you out there, but for the purpose of being accurate, we're not going to class that as a wick. So we're now going that way. So 1 wick. Boss. So it's definitely not that. That wicks. So it's again a 1 wick. A 2 wick. Because that is higher. Yeah. 2 wick chalk. There you go, there's your 2. Which way are we going? We're going up. That would have been the low there. Highs up here. And we now hit September. What are you doing? There you go. Now looking for 2 down candles. Unfortunately, we do chalk down first. Then we're looking for 2 up candles, which is there. I don't think the close of that 7037, 7033. That's a no. It's not. It's like it's a few pounds off. Then we flip back to chalk. So this opened 7180, closed 71799, which is lower. That would have been our trigger, which means that is a boss. It's also a boss. Cool. So low was here, so yeah, no danger of that being the wrong trade. Seven 182.3, 7180.01. That went lower, that definitely hit, so we're now chalked. 2 up candles. I would look here, it doesn't really matter, the next candle was there before it went down. That's the high, that's the low. There we go. Oh, sorry, after working 10 odd hours, doing stuff with the family, and then doing this, it can make your eyes melt slightly. Where did I get to? So now we're chopped back up. So that's the trigger candle there, which makes that boss. Low is here. I was there. The next one is up here. The lows here. Lows there. That's just 1 shock. Yeah, okay, 2 wicks. Two up candles, highs here, lows down here. This feels like it's getting to more of a pattern. Chocking then bossing, etc. Apologies. Just want to check something. Yeah, That's all good. So we come down, we don't go lower, so this will be a shock. Again, what we're hoping for is 2 candles down and a boss, which again we get. Second candle there, that's our trigger. So we'd have gotten around here, and there we go, boss. Second candle down, then would have been the next candle, but we don't count that as a wick. That's part of the rule set. 2 up candles, highs here, lows there. Two ups, that's the high, that's the low. It hits the high before the low. Are there any wicks involved? Absolutely. 1. Comes up to there, lows here, highs there. Again, lovely. As long as I'm seeing chock to bosses as consistently as I am. Chock boss, chock boss, chock boss, chock boss, chock boss, chock boss, chock boss. There we go. So we went on a run of 9 losses, was it? On yesterday's in July. And again, you kind of made up for it there because you would just be printing with the understanding that you could have 9 in a row. So there's the down candle. Counting that one, it would be here. It's not enough of a move for me. Comes up, kind of hovers, and then goes. Needs to come down a little bit more. Actually, let's. So, hard and fast rule for strong high or low in move. I'm going to add that to my rule set. Make a decision, stick to it. What it does mean is when I go through and backtest the wicks, we'll be looking out for this. So backtest, wicks, review, H4 and M15. And amend accordingly. Not ideal. But I'm having to go through the data again anyway, so yeah. I can have a little tick list. We will do what we need to do. So the high is there, low is here. Helps if I fill this one out as well. This was a chock. Yeah, there we go. Chock boss again. Awesome. Let me guess. Chock boss again. So this is where it really shines. This market structure strategy. The high 7285, the low 7284. That would count, which means there is one there. Top of that candle there to there is another boss. Another. Awesome. And I think, what's this? 7283. 7283. It matches. So that doesn't count. 72813. 72813. It also doesn't. It matches, sorry. So we're not until up here now. Right, I'm going to mark this one up. And the next one, and then probably call it a night. There we go, let's just mark this because It's happening. And you know the rule, I don't end on a chalk. So we get another chalk boss. So that is many in a row. I think there might be 11 in a row chalk to bosses within a few days. So you can imagine, if you're patient, what you can get. Right. Thank you for your time. Please put your questions in there. If anyone did count how many times I clicked this button, obviously whack that in the comments for me. And yeah, potentially and likely back on tomorrow. So yeah, take care all, and I will catch you soon.